What's good, superstars? Back with another VeVe video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Rob in the building. How's it going, Rob?
Pretty good, you?
Well, I gotta mute that. Hold on, I gotta mute that. I gotta go on the other stream there. But I switched back and there's a huge Stitch chasing me. Guys, if you are new here, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, become a superstar, because yesterday I lost my hat, and guess what? We found it. It's there. Took off both hats. This guy's all Lilo and Stitched up right now. You're waiting on that Stitch drop, eh, Rob?
Mm-hmm. I can't wait for it. It's going to come eventually,
Guys, if you become a superstar, great things happen to you all the time. Things were happening at the Decon event. We talked about it. Watch yesterday's video. We're not going to get into it. You're just going to have to trust us. But today, it's a live video. But on top of that, we're going to do like a video at the beginning. So this is going to be like your daily video. And then at the end, we might chat it up a bit with you guys. Maybe we can talk about the video. Maybe we can talk about other things.
We'll try something different this time around, right? We'll see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. I'm kind of liking the double hat. What do you guys think? Should I keep the double hat going?
You know, I think I've seen that. I've seen that look before walking the streets, but I think I like just one on you.
Yeah, I think we'll go back with the classic hat. But I'm very happy that we found the hat. People were upset with the hat change in the comments. It was crazy. So, guys, follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. If you want to see all the ins and outs of VeVe, basically, David Yu comes to us every once in a while, asks us for ideas, what he should do on drops and stuff like that. And whenever he does that, it's always on the Twitter. So you want to check that out. Instagram, TikTok, you send us pictures, videos. We make you famous. You can't go to Starbucks anymore. You got to do mobile order, deliver to your house, Uber, a little bit more expensive, but it saves you the trouble of being stopped in the parking lot, having to explain, yeah, I'm just trying to get a coffee. You know, it's really annoying sometimes. So like Uber Eats.
There's been a lot of superstar gate going on lately.
Yeah. Fastos is still not up, Rob. I keep forgetting to put him back up, but it'll be up soon. Whenever hashtag soon is, I'm going to put them back up, and that's all you'll be able to follow us, 6909. It's the 30-day thing that gets me. I got to keep going. It's on my other device. I don't use that account right now. It's just we're waiting, hashtag waitgate, until we can do transfers again, because I have everything in my main, right? Nice. Anyway, if you follow us there when we get web access, I'm going to follow every single person back, and it's going to help you with your MCP points, get more friends. Go follow everybody on our list right now. You can do that for free, easy, nice and easy to do. So
easy peasy.
Let us get into the video portion. Feel free to leave any comments, because when we're done the video, we're going to get into the videos.
Yeah, it's a strange format, you know, doing it live. It's literally the same thing because we don't edit, but there's no difference than any other day, which is cool now knowing that there's someone watching this live. So
yeah, exactly. So now we can talk to you guys after the video. So it's like you guys are always in the comments down there being like, this is what I think. Now you can just do it live and we can respond right away. Saves Rob the trouble of answering the comments on YouTube. It's true. On the toilet and stuff like that afterwards. So really, really fun this way. Okay, so we got the Twitter, not the Twitter, the VeVe meetup. A couple pictures. Just want to show them off to you guys. It looks like there's a bunch of fun. We got Superstar Alex and Superstar Reese. Hopefully soon to be Superstar Noah in the middle there. And I don't know these ones. I think one of them is going to be doing some marketing stuff. Maybe the VeVe Twitter account I heard. Okay. Might be her. Not too sure. Guys, let us know their names if you know them. Going to have to try and get them on the Superstar team if that is the case. Love to be interacting with all these guys. Super fun team. Here's a bunch of other pictures.
This is the marketing team, the VeVe marketing team here.
Yeah, and then you got David Yu. We just talked about him, how he's always sliding in our DMs on Twitter. We got Dan Crothers there, the two co-founders, and I don't know who that is. Jamie Solis. So it looks like he won a sweet piece of art there.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Then you got some more pictures with Reese and the females from the community. I see VeVe Magic there. The other ones I'm not too familiar with. If you guys are in the chat, let us know. And I think this is VeVe Arcade and the VeVe Bros. I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I think that's who it is.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I guess a lot of people were there. You can only recognize them from YouTube, right? So interesting to be able to see them face to face for once.
I'm definitely super jealous that we weren't able to make it, but we're definitely going to be trying to get to one of them eventually if you guys want us there. Let us know in the comments if you want us there. So they dropped a comic today, and not only did they drop the comic, they gave the Medium article and they gave the secondary, and the next day they say, like, here's the exclusive covers. They did all that in the same day. So pretty hungover from the VeVe event, it seems like.
So this one was pretty cool, though, that they mentioned it was the first appearance of Thanos there, which I don't know what this would be, and I'm sure the commenters below will let us know how important it's gonna. This is in the physical world, but we know from the MCU he's a pretty cool character.
Yeah. So no, this is definitely, I think, a big book. I'm not sure. Is it on VeVe Rank yet, Rob?
It's not. I checked. It's not up. It's not up yet. Not up
Okay.
yet.
But anyway, I think I'm going for it. I don't even care if he ranks it a C. It's first appearance of Thanos, who is taken over the world the last couple of years. Whoops, wrong page. So here is the Medium article. We got a bunch of covers here. The original artwork, pretty cool.
Yeah, the commons are always pretty cool. They're retro. They all look retro. They're from a different time.
Yeah, Invincible Iron Man 55, I guess it is, right? And no, definitely the colors on these old comics are phenomenal. Like I love the artwork that they do on. And I haven't read it, obviously. I'm not a comic book guy, but they did do the exclusives, which is just Thanos just chilling.
Yeah, I've actually read not a single comic book, and I'll buy them on VeVe, and I will not read them.
We need the glasses. Once we get the glasses, that's my excuse. Get the glasses. Let me read it on the table, kind of
thing.
We'll
see if some of our superstar comic book consultants could actually let us know a little bit more about these. But I mean, those are nice. That's a nice one.
I like it. I like the signature down there too. Really cool. Speaking of signatures, I heard a bunch of people were signing stuff at VeVe Decon.
Yeah.
The secret rare is pretty cool too, though. Eh? Look at that.
Yeah, it's very nice. You got the Iron Man
and Iron Man there.
Yeah.
Iron Man just like cut off though. Like they just like cut him off right here.
They just love the secret rares with the white background. It's just every secret rare is gonna have that look, right? Some spotlight in the middle with the white around.
There's some rares or some ultra rares that they kind of mixed it up on, but those might be in the end they might be like really preferable because they look like the typical secret rare.
Yeah.
So anyway, we got a typical drop here: $6.99, 30,000 mints, 21,000 common, 5,000 uncommon, 2350 rare, 1050 ultra rare, and 600 secret rare. Now I was begging to ask you guys this question at some point, so I'm going to ask it now that we're here. Do you guys prefer the common because it's the original cover artwork, or the uncommon? Because these things trade around the same price typically in the secondary. So, or do you prefer the uncommon, which is a quarter of the mints? I know Sleeping Comics talks a lot about getting the uncommons and stacking the uncommons, even my collectibles, because they are more scarce. But when this thing comes to scale, do you see the uncommon? Just because we have 1 million people on this app, does the 1-to-4 ratio matter, or is 21,000 mints low enough that the common will still reign supreme? I want to know what you guys think in the comments.
And I want to know what you guys think as well. I'll tell you what I think. I actually don't really care about the uncommons. I'll be completely honest with you. I would prefer between a common and uncommon to own the common unless the uncommon is fire. That one example was the one with Scarlet Witch, right?
Yeah.
Where she's on the uncommon cover and it's just a spotlight of her. Okay, fine. In that case, I wanted it. But in a case like this, the uncommon doesn't interest me. Even if it has less mints, I wouldn't bother. I'd prefer the original cover in hopes that in the future, the real comic book collectors, when they do come and find this app, they would also want to own the one that's the original cover. If I'm going for scarcity, at that point, I'd be looking to the secret rare or the ultra rare. The uncommon for me, it's a lot less scarce, but I don't think it's scarce enough to warrant choosing that over the common. I mean, if you want to own both, that's another situation altogether.
I'm with you on that. I mean, I have some uncommons, don't get me wrong. I do have, for example, Marvel Comics #1, the uncommon, just because I think there's a really big spread between commons and uncommon. It might be like 48,000 or something to 6,000. So that's a really big spread. And I really like that the title is just like popping out in that one. But that's like a different story. When you're talking about these everyday comics, I don't know why they decided to go this route where they just make it a grayscale version with something popping out. It's not attractive. Why do that? Like, why not just, like you said, the Scarlet Witch one, perfect thing that they did there. You made them all different and you made them desirable. If they were all different and you had the original as the common, like, you know what was a great example was Star Wars #1 when they made the uncommon into the poster. I love that.
Yeah, that was actually really cool. It gives you a good reason to own both because they're very different.
And it was a higher mint run though too on that uncommon, but still, like, that's what I like. Like maybe even make it the same ratio where it's 4-1, but make the uncommon desirable. And even the rare, like the rare is just the ultra rare. I know it's a lot of work to get 4 covers or 5 covers, but
can you imagine always buying up?
Why not just up the mints and make less covers?
I don't know about that.
No,
get rid of the VeVe. Get rid of the VeVe exclusive. Hey, there's a whole group of people out there that are betting big on
I like the VeVe exclusive. I'm saying keep the ultra rare keep the common and keep the secret rare, but instead of like you spread the 21 or the 30,000 mints amongst those 3 covers rather than having 2 that really aren't. I mean, I'm stacking rares for MCP points, whatever, but like.
But
everybody
the black
knows
and white uncommon, it just does nothing for me. I have zero interest in it.
Exactly.
So I see where you're going. I see where you're going with that. Like you just get rid of that and just spread that whatever 4,000, 5,000 in this case. You just spread it around the other ones. Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea.
The only reason people are buying rares is for MCP points. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Why else would you do it?
Well, we had some interesting comments. I won't bring it up actually, but we had some interesting comments about like maybe doing a video on the rares and the ultra rares and the VeVe exclusive covers, and maybe in the future they can tie in a physical world special, and it'll come out in the physical as well. And there's some potential there. But for me, like it's really for MCP. I'm not really betting big, let's say, on the VeVe exclusive covers being anything more than just great for MCP right now with the pricing and the points.
All right, you got the spreadsheet there quickly. Let's show these guys the spreadsheet. If you're new here, Rob has a probability spreadsheet that we run typically when we expect comics to maybe go below list. I don't know if this one's going to go below, Rob. This might be redundant.
Well, okay, we're in a world where things go below. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and just assume for a second it goes below. What do you think it can do? We haven't done VeVe Rank. We don't know if this is a good comic or not.
Let's do the worst case scenario. Let's say like 5 or 6 gems for the common and uncommon. So that gives it a risk of you losing money.
5 gems. All right, 5 gems.
Okay, I'm good with that.
All right, you think 5, 15, 55, 300 still makes sense? Is it similar to the last one?
I don't think the secret rare will hit 300.
No? What do you think? Maybe 250, 200?
Yeah, because the last one that we ran here, it had less mints. It was 15. It only had 200 mints on that secret rare. So maybe here you're looking at 200, 250. So maybe 225.
All right, you want to change it to 225? Yeah, because this one here is more of a standard one, and depending on it's not. I don't think this is an A-rate comic, and there's a lot of comics. If they're C or D, they'll have a secret rare at 100 gems, 110 gems. So,
and if you guys got some predictions here, when we get to your comments, we'll come back with the screen and we'll pull it back up and put in your projections and kind of see what the numbers play out to. If you got some different numbers, if your numbers are with the common, uncommon above retail, don't even do it because it means 100% chance of profits. We don't even run the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
But if you think that common, uncommon might be going below retail, put them in the comments, your total price predictions, and we'll run it for you if you really want to see it.
Yeah, I went with 5, 5, 12, 40, 225. Ultimately, you most likely, if you keep going and you keep buying, in the end, you most likely, like usual, will not end up having more gems than you started. But it seems like there seems to be a little bit of a sweet spot going for it 3 times just because of the pricing of everything and you know, you're not losing that many gems if you sell off getting commons. If you go for it, you get a common, uncommon, you sell it for 5 gems. Okay, you lose 2 gems, you try again. You get another roll at the dice for the rare, ultra rare, secret rare, which as of right now we have it being predicted as going overlisted. Then you roll the dice again, you get an uncommon, you sell it for 5 gems. Now you're down 4. So it's showing that it's not bad. You can go for it a few times, but really that's about it.
If these are the numbers, you're better off buying it in secondary market. Got to pick up a couple comments. Yeah. But if the numbers are above retail, then you're good either way. Go for as many as you can. The other thing I'll be curious to see with this drop is if they do the max limit reach. I know a lot of people have been getting that. I got it on a bunch of times. Actually, there was the last drop. I think it was Tarzan. Max limit was 1. Yeah, you can only pick up 1 comic. They wouldn't even let you pick up another one, even if you wanted to on that same device. So I'm curious if that happened to you guys as well. So Rob, why don't we get right into it? We'll talk about the KYC and how we think it's going to affect the VeVe market. You guys see the thumbnail, you see the title. Obviously, we think that it's going to be affecting it in kind of a negative way. Not that it's going to affect VeVe in a negative way. I think ultimately it's a great thing. We need it. But what's going to happen short term when we get KYC, Rob?
Yeah, it's actually a good question. We had another comment. I can't remember who the person was, but they wanted to see a video on how KYC is going to affect the drop system. And it's actually a good point because if you start bringing KYC, you probably are going to end up restricting some accounts. We know that there's people out there that have kids and they're not going to be able to get KYC. So if they were using that device to go for drops, now they can't. How is KYC going to affect owning multiple accounts? There's some people who've just made maybe 7 accounts and they have just happen to have 7 phones. So they can go for this if they have. They probably don't have enough fingers, but if they have enough friends to help them as well. You can on your own go for at least 2. If you have 2 phones, just boom, there you go. Like you're hitting the subscribe button or the thumbs up, right? So, so how is this going to change it? I think it's going to really change the dynamics. And I think you also made a good point on what's going to end up happening now with transfers when they come back and if they bring KYC, right?
So I think what's going to happen here is we do know that we always follow Putting Cheeks' sheet. I'll get it going in a second, but basically, once KYC comes out, if they don't have a way to allow us to connect accounts, so like you said, if you have a kid with that account that cannot KYC, if you can't connect that to your main account and transfer between the 2 accounts, you're going to see people selling in the marketplace to send it to their other account, taking the hit on the fee, and that's all burned. Like there's portions of that are burned. So this is extra burn money that wouldn't happen in the old system where we had free transfers, right? So not only that's going to affect overall gems. Once MTL comes and KYC comes, that overall gems in the app are going to get burnt because you're going to be paying these fees to VeVe, which helps VeVe out, but also takes gems out of the ecosystem, which will eventually, if the numbers keep going down, just keep tanking the collectibles.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, there people will always find a workaround to anything that happens. The people will adapt and they'll find a workaround. But every time they make it harder to do something, you will filter out and screen out some people who were originally doing it. So I think that it could definitely change the way drop systems go. It might make it easier to pick up drops because now you're competing against one person that has 2 devices, right?
Yeah.
And it ultimately, long term, we know it's going to be good for VeVe. It might increase, like you said, selling pressure in the market. You're going to have more people now maybe selling their collectibles because
it won't even be real sales. It's not even real sales. It's going to be people trying to move things into their other account. That's if we're not allowed to do this.
But for all we know, transfers are closed and they go KYC. Now you have to sell the gems in hopes that you can get it out, right?
So it'd be like a weird funnel. You would have to sell your collectible that you want from that account to your main account for gems, but you have to sell it for high enough gems that nobody else is going to steal it from you. And then you got to send those gems back from that account to your other account using like a Toby or something.
Yeah, so, Toby's the currency now.
So there's like two transactions you need to do just to get all your collectibles into one place and then get your gems back into that account. Right. So that's going to be happening a lot if we don't have combining of accounts.
Yeah.
So I think it's something they really should.
They got to do that. They got to do that. And there's people who are really upset about this idea because they have kids. There's people out there.
There was no warning.
Kids. Yeah,
there was no warning. They shut it off. And there's people who went for the drops. Some people I know, I think Dino's one of them, has an ultra rare Darth Vader on his other account,
on his kid's account or whatever, right?
Yeah. What do you do? Or on his wife's, I don't even know. But we as it, like I said in the intro, we have a Superstar Money account that has 4 collectibles because I can't send anything there. I have a bunch of Superstar Money color things on my main, but we want to send them there and make a showroom. Once you get that utility and people can see your showroom and stuff, we want that's what we planned for that. Do giveaways from there. Just it's the on brand, right? We can't do anything with that. Now I have some okay things there like Fastos. I mean, that's like really good.
9.9 mil.
I know, but what are you going to do? I can't send them anywhere. So let us know what you think if that's what they will end up doing.
Yeah, because there's going to be outrage. Just before we close it off, there's going to be outrage for. I know there's a lot. We did a video on loaning money, and I was shocked to see in the comments how many investors there are on VeVe that have loaned money to purchase collectibles or OMI. I didn't realize it was as many people as we thought because we put out a cautionary tale about obviously the risk in doing something like that when no MTL exists. But I think there will be a complete outrage if there's a lot of people out there that have their kids' accounts and their kids might not be that young. You know, a 12-year-old can easily use VeVe and take photos with AR with their friends. If they don't give it an option to do like a mother-daughter account, link the accounts to one person that's over age, or I give them an opportunity to transfer everything out and close the account on their own, there's going to be outrage if they come KYC without that in place to kind of protect for that.
Or you're just going to see, like we said, the cycle of fees, and it's going to be crazy. So let us go through some comments here, guys. You've been waiting here. Crypto Boy's been in since before we were even live. Shout out Crypto Boy first in the chat. Congratulations. You're
he's fast.
Superstar. Super duper star.
He's speed. He owns the Flash.
He's got the notifications on. So you guys got to beat Crypto Boy next time. You got to have that bell on, or else you have no chance.
He definitely has the bell on.
No chance. He definitely has the bell on. Omi or Collectibles? Which one will you pick short term?
I think
which one's going to go down less in the short term?
I feel like they're so tied together. Like maybe with the Omi utility program, you might get a bump from Omi in the short term, which you're kind of just constantly guessing here, right? Like they're supposed to be coming with the OUP this year. They're supposed to be coming with MTL. And really Collectibles, I don't think are going to move until the next NFT pump.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can pull that up. I can try to pull it up on my end over here, but one second. But like the Google Trends just aren't showing that the world has an appetite right now for NFTs. At least Omi, maybe you can get a little bit of a pump when the OUP comes in, even without NFT, and then maybe you could sell off.
Yeah.
I don't know. So short term, maybe Omi's the way to go.
I would have said Collectibles just because I think short term, I think Omi will do better long term. Collectibles, the reason I say that is because I think that there will be opportunities that you can kind of play the waves. There might be little pumps here and there. For example, if when Buzz comes out, the movie's going to be out, maybe that's a little play you can do just like Vader did. So I'll say Collectibles short term, but long term,
we don't have any idea of a catalyst event. Like I can't think right now of a plan, right?
I wouldn't say buy in now to Collectible. Like that's not what I'm doing. So I'm not going to tell someone else to do it. But
I just don't see that catalyst event coming.
Short term, you might get some. Like you can go for a drop that might do well, and then sell it and make a little bit of profit. Like if you did that on Vader, you paid 80, you made money no matter which one you landed. If you landed one, right, and it was likely that you landed one because we kind of proved it that there was less than 20,000 or close to 20,000 people that went for it, and there was like 27,000 mints. So for a Grail item to not even have the same amount of wallets go for it, that there are a number of mints, kind of scary.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. We have the superstar legend Hall of Famer in the house. Let me just pull this up over here.
There he is.
Oh my. Look at that. Oh my.
He got David Yu to take a picture of the Superstar Money shirt that he custom made for the Decon event. Incredible. You heard
for those watching that haven't seen it, we're gonna just quickly pull it up here. 1 second.
You're right. Play it again for the peeps.
I don't think you'll be able to hear it. I'm gonna have to redo it. Hold on. So
pull it down and pull it back up.
This is it right here. There you go.
There's the shirt.
There's the shirt. Very nice. And then hold on, let me stop sharing 1 sec. I'll share back with audio this time.
Yep.
Okay, share system audio. All right, and then
I'm gonna take a comment just so you guys can see it, guys.
There you go.
Oh my God.
And then let's get this going.
Okay. Wayne Yoda.
I just noticed his shirt too. Good.
Thanks. We need a selfie with you. But he became a star. That was the one with social security. Thank you. I saw that yesterday on Twitter.
Oh my God.
Huge shout out. There we go.
So the boss saw it. The boss saw it on Twitter. David, what's your burner account? Let us know. We know you're following us.
Yeah.
another legend from the community in the chat right now.
Hello,
Wen Supergirl. How is it going right now, guys? If you do not know, follow her on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube. Back in the community. I think she went to the event as well. So
I think the name flows amazing. Superstar Wen Supergirl.
Is that where they got Wen from with that WEN? Is it?
I guess.
Maybe. OG guys. OG in the chat.
Wen
Say what
Supergirl.
up. Send some love. Thanks for being here. O-Face 20. What's up, guys?
O-Face, I think if I remember correctly, he floored.
Oh, he's the one. Yeah.
He's the one that floored his ultra rare Harley. But it was 12 hours after the drop. It wasn't immediately after the drop.
We talked about it. Me and Rob were talking about it, and we said, you know what? Let's give the guy a break. He waited 12 hours, and then he made up his mind to go for something else or something, right?
Yeah.
But not immediately. Like if you're flooring it right after you went for it.
Yeah, he flipped for a low mint somewhere else. That's why he flipped it. But he sold, at least he was at the 90 mark.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yours like 1 cent off, whatever.
Yeah.
I need a translator.
Que ma pue.
Que ma pue. I hope that doesn't mean you guys smell. Let me check.
Put it in Italian. Maybe I'll understand.
Google Translate. We need the help, Wayne. You know what? We're
we're gonna translate this right now live.
Que ma pue.
Yeah,
she's laughing right now for sure.
For sure, she's laughing. For sure.
Ma pue. Am
I
saying it right?
I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. Something but
Spanish
this but I don't know what pue means.
Que ma pue. What else then? Or
what else?
I guess like what's going on?
What's up? Maybe What's up? What's going on? All right.
You know what's happening.
I learned something new.
Yeah, we're learning Spanish right now.
Yeah.
Bob Sales.
Bob Sales, huge superstar right here.
Another YouTuber. Go check out his channel.
And has his own YouTube channel. And he has his own YouTube channel. Fire videos.
And I think he's in the UK or something. How are you on right now?
He has the best accent, by the way.
What time is it? 2 a.m.?
Yeah.
5 a.m., 2 a.m.? What's going on?
Yeah, it's late for him.
What are your thoughts on Avengers 4?
That's the one that just came out, no?
Oh, that's a new one. Yeah, I was thinking of Kang. Yeah.
I think it's good. I mean, the comic book guys seem to love it. Again, we're not comic book guys, but I remember, I think it was Superstar Ian Barnes was mentioning that that Avengers #4 is like a legitimate grail. That's the one where he comes out of the ice, no? Or I got the wrong one?
No, this is the one where he comes in the Silver Age or whatever, and he joins like the Avengers, or he's like part of the Avengers. Oops. I got a couple. I got 3, and I got 1 rare.
Yeah.
So that's my stack.
Yeah. So that I guess it's great, right? Like if the comic book guys, obviously the community, I feel like we know nothing about comic books, but the community has people who are knowledgeable on it that are able to educate us and anybody else who isn't, to help understand maybe what has done well in the past, what collectors actually like. So by sharing their knowledge, we get educated. We read out their comments all the time on our streams because they're just they give us details. You know, they're like, yeah, this is the first Silver Age comic that came out, so that gives it value. So yeah, I think it's good. It's good to go.
If you ever want to know, come back to one of the videos like the day before our drop or before that comic comes out.
Yeah.
And go to the comics, and there's like El Champ, Laura M. There's a bunch of people now. Even I forget, there's another one that's been posting good intel on this stuff. So if you want to see another source other than Sleepin' or Comics and Crypto or something like that, come check out our comments because we got a bunch of really, really smart collectors. Trippy. Was that my hat?
Yeah.
Superstar Gate for that Thanos. You got to. Marvelous Packs. I seen him in VeVe Vault's stream saying he did the Superstar Gate, guys.
Yeah.
If you don't know what that is.
Got it.
People have been commenting or watching our videos right before a drop, and they've been hitting secret rares and ultra rares. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Good things come, I guess. Good things come. I hope you're superstitious.
Yeah. We're gonna skip that one. Hey, Rob and Joe, how's it going? Wazaverse, how is it going? Another YouTuber, does a lot of HRO stuff as well. I think he does like daily breaks on HRO. I don't know if he's still doing that, but good dude. He's got the accent too from the UK over there, so he's living the dream, and very, very happy to be in contact with him and all that. So now we got another friend in our Twitter chat and all that. So what's up, Waza? How's it going? 800.
I think that's related to the physical world value of the comic that we did during the video, because this came earlier on, right?
Yeah. I've only had graded copies of this. Will be fun to actually read it.
At least one of us is.
Yeah, because you can't open it, right?
Yeah, at least one of us is, because we're not. I don't watch. I don't read them.
Wendy doesn't read them either.
Yeah, I don't read them. I just buy them. I don't read them. Yeah.
Waza, you get the Joker on or a 5th. Now they're talking in our comments, making us look funny.
I don't know.
The secret cover.
HRO, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. Secret rare cover is Fuego. Yeah, I agree.
It's fire.
It's the Iron Man one where he's like cut off halfway.
Yeah.
Superstar Eric Jordan Bertios. How's it going, Zoe? He wants all rarities. Of course you do. Zoe was telling me a story. He's digging for gold today.
Yeah.
Literally. Common for original cover. Best are rare and ultra rare VeVe exclusive covers.
So
Yeah,
common for original cover. Which
shout
is
out
true.
Crypto Cookie, always in the comments as well.
Yeah.
So you like the commons better than the uncommons?
Yeah, but he says the best are the rares and ultra rares. Interesting.
Yeah,
He likes the
they're
VeVe
exclusives because long term, if VeVe does well, those will do well.
Yeah.
Common, I like for certain covers, but sometimes the color with the black and white looks sick too. I usually get them both after the drops if they're about the same price.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. I guess the question, if you can only pick one, but I like that too. Superstars, we got Parology cats in the house. Original cover should be the secret. Oh,
that would be super interesting. That would
make them.
That would just flip everything upside down. Stranger Things upside down world if they did that.
I think they would be crazy valuable if that was the case.
That would be crazy if they did that. Crazy.
I agree. The common's always better than the uncommon.
Yeah, I think so. I
That's why they got more mints. They always do that. Like Woody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would prefer uncommon covers to common, but black and white uncommons aren't as special, especially for scare. Yeah, so that's like the whole Star Wars thing we were talking about, I guess, right? Like how they had the poster as the uncommon.
Right. Yeah, I think it was a great idea for them. I like seeing that.
Here comes Uncommon Gang. Uncommon Gang, Superstar Memory.
All right, that's okay. That's what you like.
I always get a low mint common and a secret rare any edition. That's all I care about.
Wow.
Ooh, you grab the secret rare on every single one? That's a lot.
That is going to be a nice collection. I'll tell you that right now. Because
that's
a whale alert right now. That's a whale alert right now.
He's dressed very nicely in that profile picture.
Yeah, he is.
Just feels lazy to me, but doing multiple covers the same but changing the I don't know the reasoning. I think the triple cover is the way to go. That's my opinion still, but I don't mind the black and whites are cool. I have a bunch of them. I feel like if you can show that off in your showroom and you have like an entire black and white mural, and then you have like colors popping of like major characters from those books. I do like that about the VeVe exclusives. They always showcase like that FA character.
Yeah.
Which sometimes the original cover doesn't even have.
The black and white because they're lazy.
They're lazy to source. No, I don't know about that.
Maybe.
Decent covers. Yeah. Oh yeah, Shadow Palace, another YouTube channel. Go check them out, guys. There's so many YouTube creators for VeVe. It's crazy, and they're all like super cool, super chill. Superstar TH could have something to do with Marvel wanting to limit art variations and styling. Marvel is very weird about maybe you're right. Maybe they don't want too many things. But if that's the case, like why not just go 3?
I don't know. We did a video on what is exactly Marvel's involvement because we know about the limited license, right?
Yeah.
So we don't know exactly what that means. They talked about it a little bit about the limited license, but does that mean that they will have control maybe over future utility? It wouldn't surprise me if Disney's super involved with VeVe, working side by side. Like they must have some representative from Disney working with VeVe on everything. On everything they do, every drop, every cover, even comics, they must work together. So I'm sure they're definitely influenced this to some degree.
Yeah, maybe that makes sense. Same. I love when they're like one word. Black and white, uncommon, less than common, less than variant. Yeah, I'm with you, Simon. I think that's true.
Nah, they got I think common's greater.
No, you just said it for Wanda.
Want that? Okay, when it's
Star
like
Wars,
that.
Star Wars, I take the poster.
Yeah.
Wanda, I take. Okay, It depends. It depends what it is.
It depends. Like that one specifically, I like the character, but I wouldn't necessarily do it on another one.
Like that one, if you put Wanda as the rare and then the uncommon was Cyclops or whatever it is, then
I wouldn't get it. I wouldn't get that.
But would you take Cyclops over the common? I probably would. That was a sick cover too.
I'd probably go common at that point, but I would go rare first.
He's interested in my theories.
Crypto. Okay, Superstar Crypto Cookie, shout out. I think he was the KYC one. I think he's the one that mentioned the comment about KYC.
This video is shout out to Crypto Cookie. That's the idea. That's where we got the idea from. We always get ideas from you guys. So leave them in the comments and we're going to make a video at some point. If it makes sense. So Waza's still looking for the Joker, guys. Get the Joker Mythic to Waza. I think I said it right. I'm not HRO guy, but let's get him one. Rob's going to be sweating soon. Rob Stuff. Shout out Rob Stuff. Each telephone number will be allowed to have an account. Yeah. So what if you don't have a telephone number? Like what if it's your kids? What if you have a business account? Like
they're gonna find people will find ways to get around it. I just feel like every time you put in a restriction, you will just filter out a little bit more and a little bit more every time you add something. Obviously, MCP will be the ultimate killer of all of that. You can have as many accounts as you want, but when you have to have an account that also has a lot of MCP in it, and because you're gonna have to use the raffle tickets to go for the drops, that will be the ultimate killer of.
That's how they guarantee activity, I guess. It's not just, but I don't know. Like they have to make it where it's not just going for drops because bots obviously go for every drop. Right?
Well, we know MCP Pro is going to be a lot more than just drops.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a big factor in the drops going forward. Yeah. When it finally does come. #soon.
I think this period right now that we're in is where we kind of set ourselves up for the next phase. So like if you got you sort of start to make sure you got a little bit of a collection going, because once this stuff drops, it's gonna be hard to keep up. You can still go for drops without KYC. You just can't do transfers and cash out. Yeah, that's the problem.
Okay, I mean, interesting. So it actually doesn't kill. They said that they've confirmed that.
No, yeah, I know you can go for drops, but the whole point, I guess, is to be able to
get your
money out, because that's the whole. Like for a lot of people, they're invested in the app. They're not.
But
if
you go for a drop and you get it, and you can't do a transfer even when transfers are around, and you can't cash out, it's just locked up.
Yeah.
So then what? You just find a friend to help you out.
That's KYC. What I mean. What if you want, like, when MCP is important, and then you land it on one phone and you don't land it on your main? Then you kind of want to have that on your main to keep your MCP going. It gets tricky. It's gonna be a problem. You'll be able to marshal your phone numbers.
Yeah.
Does that mean change it, like lie about them?
I don't know. They'll, I'm sure. I think people will be able just to find new ones. Like I have a thing called Fongo that I can just burn new phone numbers over and over again.
Oh, so okay. Well, maybe we have to do a video on that if that comes out. How to get free phone numbers?
Yeah. But it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. I don't see a point in doing it because eventually you lose the number anyways.
Yeah, that would be a terrible hit to the VeVe team after always saying having multiple accounts was completely fine. I'm sure a lot of people have multiple accounts, and that's one of Rob's biggest points on today's video. Was maybe KYC limits the number of accounts going for drops just because it's too much of a headache. Who knows?
Well, KYC I think will start the beginning of the limit, but I think MCP will really limit it. Like that's going to make it almost like, why would you want multiple accounts? You got to focus on your one account, right?
Superstar Rex Sam K Club is a weapon rack guy. I'm a Kobe guy and a Mac guy.
Hey, what's wrong with the stamps? What about the stamps?
They're too high. 4.5%.
Now they are.
4.5%. Get that out of here.
Toby's the way to go.
I think they may have a short grace period that halts for like 5 days to allow people. I hope so. I think they just got to let you connect one account or something. Like say you can connect up to one account, and then you can have kids. And then you can have a kid's account. If you have 5 kids, they all have to use the same account. Something like that. Like, I don't know. It makes it difficult. What's going on, Superstar Fritturn?
Long time Superstar.
Databases are built on phone numbers. Don't sweat it.
Yep.
Thoughts on market 1 month after KYC?
I don't know. I think that probably it will continue seeing the trend that we're seeing right now in terms of that long-term cycle. I think KYC is ultimately going to be really good for everyone in the end. So it has to come eventually. So just bring it on, right?
Yeah, and it's tied to MTL, right? So once you get KYC, we're going to get MTL.
It would just be nice. It'd be nice to bring it at the same time that you also bring on transfers, because we know we have commenters that have said that they have kids accounts that they can't get KYC'd. They want to be able, and some of them are worth like a considerable amount. It'd be just good for them to have an opportunity just to get them out, ship them out of the account because they know they can't get KYC'd and close it. Obviously, if they really need to, they can go to a friend and maybe use their friend's thing. But like that's so sketchy. Why do that?
Yeah,
just give people an opportunity to get out.
It's already so sketchy with secondary gem transfers and all that stuff. So it's let's clean it up a little. If we're gonna do this to clean it up, let's clean it up properly. But thoughts 1 month out. I think if we get KYC, you're getting MTL. You are going to get an initial dip, but is it going to affect the marketplace that much? Rob had a good idea on another video we had about gem arbitrage, pretty much, where people there's a portion of people who are buying gems off app at 50% and waiting and holding those gems, and those gems are never really active in the marketplace. So really, it's putting cheeks to sheet shows 124 million. What is it? It could be 70 million that are actually active in we don't know the number. We don't know how many haven't moved. Like how many gems have been bought and never moved. You know what I'm saying?
It's been too long now. I think from like early April till now. It's been very, very steady, so that every drop that's come, people have added gems to go for the drop. On the really big drops, people will dip in. Like think about like all the people watching right now. There's probably many of us that dipped into the gems maybe we had on the side in order to participate in the Star Wars drops, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I don't know. I think a lot of the money I think gems in an app.
Yeah.
A lot of that is arbitrage money at this point because it's so steady. So it's just people just holding and waiting for MTL, and then they bought it for half price, they'll flip it for 90%.
The thing that matters from what you're saying is that if people do go and sell their gems for cash, for fiat, it shouldn't affect the market like crazy because those gems weren't participating in the marketplace anyways. You're going to see a huge hit on Putting Cheeks' sheet. It's going to drop down like very staggeringly for the people who are waiting, but it doesn't matter because the people who are participating were participating with a certain amount of gems anyways, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think people will get tempted, but you're right, because if it's true that most of that cash, the gems that are there are already arbitrage, then MTL shouldn't make a hit on the market as much as people think it's going to make. Yeah. But I also think at the same time is that it's kind of like when you give people the opportunity to get out, then they might get tempted and take that opportunity.
If there's no reason to stay in. Yeah, I got what you're saying. Right. And you're not going to get transfers until MCP, they said, right? So we're going to be waiting past Q2 for that. I do think that we're going to see some regression still here, even in the near term. And even after MTL, we're going to get a little bit of a hit. And then if there's no reason for us to put our money back in, maybe you'll see like people buying just because they see things so low or whatever. But temporary stuff that we've seen the last couple of weeks and stuff. So I don't know, a month out, I don't think that's enough time for them to recover yet. But unless something crazy drops with MTL, Pokemon, I don't know, bringing in new people, new money, then I think we're stuck there.
When Pokemon, right? When Pokemon. All right, let's bring up the next one.
All right, here's a nice one. I'll let you take this one.
Always negative news with you guys. I know you think you have to keep it real, and yes, the market looks bearish currently, but it's easy way to see the bad and never talk about the good stuff. You know, Superstar MD, he's been in the comments a lot, and I understand his point of view. I get it, but you know, in the end, we got to be true to ourselves. We don't make the FUD. The FUD is already there, right? We just report it. Really, that's what it comes down to. It. The discussion about the gems in app, the discussion about using the data to help create some insights. It's not that we believe that we are making the market go down. We believe the market is going down, and we're just pointing it out why it would. I agree with you. Remember, we wouldn't be on YouTube every day putting out videos if we didn't believe VeVe would be ultimately a very successful project long term. This is a lot of time on us every day to come out and do videos and come up with different ideas and, you know, be very involved in the VeVe community. Unfortunately, that also comes with both sides of the coin. You know, we've been called moon boys sometimes, we've been called FUD boys other times. Ultimately, I think we're the biggest moon boys around because
this market changes. If this market turns, you're going to see positive video after positive video. But we're letting you guys know how to. I'd rather not tell you to go and buy everything on the floor right now. Right now is a buying opportunity. Go ahead, buy everything, and then in a month you have half of the money that you had. What does that look like on us? We're going to point it out how we're doing our own accounts. I'm not buying anything right now, and I don't plan to buy anything until I have a reason to buy something. I'd rather sit in gems, and if I can get gems off app, because that's allowed, I'm going to buy them off app and I'm going to hold them because then I can sell them when MTL comes and I can make 40%. That's the best way to do it.
To be fair, we don't only talk about bad news. We did make a video that VeVe would be bigger than Amazon.
Week, all Star Wars week, we talked about positivity. This, just because you've seen our best performing videos, which are negative, that doesn't mean that all we do is post negative videos. And like, honestly, in the comments, all I see every day is that all we do is post negative videos when it's not true. Like, honestly, go take a look at everything that we post. We post all different kinds. And the ones that do the best are the negative ones because that's what people want to see. That's because they're losing money in this market. They want to know why. And those videos that we put out, we explain why the money is going down. And we still believe in the project. That's why we're still here. We could stop a long time ago. We could start talking about something else. There's so many other projects out there in the NFT space. Trust me, we could have been there. We're not there. We're here. We're still talking about VeVe, and we're talking about the ways that we can make it better and what needs to improve so that long term, we're all sitting on yachts in the ocean and we're talking to each other and looking at our NFTs floating around in the air.
Yeah, again, we made that video just a few days ago about why we think VeVe would be bigger than Amazon, right? It's a video to showcase and give people visualization of how the future is going to look. It's hard for us sometimes to visualize how our lives are going to change in that Web3 that they call it. which is the reason why VeVe is so dominant in the space with the IP that they have.
Yeah.
But with that being said, in the short term, this is what's happening in the now. We made that video way back in March 19th, our most disliked video. I won't say it because I don't want to upset anyone, so I just won't say it. All right. But we did make one on March 19th. You go check it. And we got a lot of criticism at that time. But if you look at the test of time, it has held up, right? It has held up. And again, we didn't make that. That was what we were seeing in the data, and we were reporting on it. But of course, we appreciate your support. We see you in the comments all the time, and we don't mind if you don't agree with us. That's okay. You can comment below. Let us know. We want to have that conversation either way.
Not the first channel with a clickbait title either. Superstar fam just joined in. What's going on, Superstar Smurf Dabs? KYC, short-term collectibles, long-term comics.
Okay. So he's saying that with KYC, he believes that short-term collectibles will actually do better, and that long-term comics will be better. I'm curious to know the logic behind that, though.
We had the whole convo on VeVe Vault stream. Comics versus collectibles, remember?
Oh.
But we didn't really bring up KYC.
Oh, is that what's... Okay, yeah, because I don't know how the KYC fits into that. Gotcha. But maybe short-term...
I think he was answering the other question, if I'm wrong. Yeah. If I'm not, let us know, Crypto Demon, if that's what you're asking. But
we'll catch up to you eventually later on.
It's tough. It's a tough call when you talk comics versus collectibles. Comics have that like dividend nature where you can get them and get some nice MCP points. They're cheap. Depending what you're in, there's a lot of opportunity in the comics. Can still go lower, can happen, but you're seeing Spider-Man like at 50, ASM 1.
Yeah.
These comics have been higher. I'm not going to tell you to go buy them because I don't see a reason for them to go up yet. But if you do have expendable income that you don't mind losing a little bit before you see a pump, those might be some good options. You got some A-tier comics sitting there.
Yeah, the A-tier comics. It's funny. I remember way back when we first, I remember it was VeVe Rank's website. It didn't have much on it. It only had maybe like, I don't know, 15 comics at the time. I can't even remember. It was so long ago. And I remember the A-rate comics. They were so hyped because at the time, comics were fairly cheap and an A-rate comic was under $100.
Yeah.
Then the pump happened and they were well over. So I think that that long term, if you're referring to like our debate that we had on VeVe Vault's
I don't know.
If he's referring to that, I still think collectibles will do better long term. But we actually had a comment today, Superstar Guava, who's like a hardcore secret rare comic guy. And he did make some interesting points. He believes that because I'm like, collectibles will do better long term because of the future utility that can come in.
Yeah.
But he had a different perspective. He believes that there could be actually more utility through comics, through like avatars. Like he thinks that like you're not going to be allowed to be, I didn't mean it in this way, but he means you couldn't use your collectibles to be an avatar in the metaverse. Maybe with the comics, they'll say if you own this comic. He was just speculating. Yeah. He just had a different perspective. It's something interesting that I never heard before. It's kind of
like a bridging the gap between what you got on OpenCV versus VeVe. Like you can use it as a profile pick. You can use it in AR utility. Yeah. That's there. But yeah, got to stop watching your content. And if every video is about bad news, not. Check the last week. We went positive in a bear market.
You know, we've had someone else tell us that before, but they still watched. But of course, you're always welcome, and we appreciate your support. If you do want to comment and let us know before that you don't like that we're putting on negative comments or negative videos, but we'll have to continue doing what we think makes sense to us.
We're trying to help explain why things are happening when we talk about this, and I'm sure people look at their collection and say, "Why is everything going down?" Then they see a video from Superstar Money. Oh, they're talking about why everything's going down. And usually in those videos, if you do watch them, we'll explain to you why we think what can change it and what can change the sentiment or how it can be better. We never just say, oh, everything's going down, sell everything, light it on fire, and walk away. We've never once said that. We've never once said leave the project.
Yeah, but we did put a couple fires on the thumbnails, though.
Yeah, our thumbnails and clickbait titles are the best in the game, all right? But if you guys watch the videos and you know and you're paying attention, you know what we're about. Mark, see, Tuxin watches all the videos. He watches from beginning to end.
No, MD watches though. MD watches as well. He watches.
Superstar Kryptoni, super bullish on Joe Mad. I don't have mine anymore.
I actually have mine. I have mine still.
That was one of the hardest ones for me to sell because I do want to get back into one. I'm waiting for a better mint number to show up. I didn't really get into the low mint game early enough, so I'm trying to get into a lower mint
Yeah, the Joe Mad, I think both of us are super bullish on that first drop. Like Joe Mad, I haven't sold mine. I'm not playing the game the same way as Joe. I'm holding it. I will actually never sell my Joe Mad. Like I'm just holding it endlessly until the very end.
Yeah, and you'll be fine. Long term, you're going to be fine.
I'm just holding it to the very end. I love any of those. Obviously, we all know about Todd. We all know about Rizzo. But like Joe Mad, give it a little bit more respect. But of course, he will never have the same level of respect as Todd or Rizzo.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a little mint. Like they're getting close.
Yeah, they're coming down. They're coming down.
Couple hundred more. I don't really want to spend than the floor. I could miss out. We'll see. But then there's always opportunities with this app. That's the best thing about it.
Yep.
It was so funny. There is no good news. No, there's long-term good news. It's just right now we're in a bear market and we got to figure out why, right? I'm buying sub 100 mints on the cheap. Oh, I need some of those. See, we're just talking about that. Not a bot. How's it going, buddy?
Not a bot.
Are you a bot, by the way? VeVe on OpenCV collectibles will go insane. Before people realize they can get it on VeVe cheaper. It's not rocket science. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, OpenCV, that's a really interesting concept. And I think it's going to bring definitely some new money. I don't know how Put and Cheek is going to be able to track that. I don't think it's going to be trackable.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough at one point.
It goes out the window. I don't know if we're going to have the data for.
We got to get him on the channel. We're going to get him on the channel.
So. I think it's a good idea.
What do you guys think? Do you want to hear from Put and Cheeks,
that's
the
a
legend?
good question. Remember that. How do you track the money outside of VeVe when the interpretability comes?
Exactly. In general, yes, but collectibles, grails, no. With utility, collectibles stand out more.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Here we go. This is what I'm here to see. What's going on, Superstar Sarah?
With the Sarah, stars. Fave. Superstar currently
Fave. VIP in the chat right now. Most stars that I've seen so far. Leading it, MVP of the chat right now. If OpenCV, then we'll be balanced to one another after time for sure.
Yeah.
When I totally forgot to take a pick with you. When you got someone you got to go to another decon, so you can take your pick.
Give this legend respect that he deserves.
He's a legend, superstar.
Give him the legend, the Hall of Famer right here.
Why remind us how every day is bad? We don't do negative videos every day. What's going on, Sleeping? There he is. Let's talk about someone who's positive. Speaking to someone who sold off some grills recently, I saw his video. He's selling off some things, but he knows he's playing the market. He's watching it. He's reading the tea leaves, and it's not FUD, guys. You're playing a market that's very inefficient right now. There's a stock market which is really hard to time, and right now you're in a market that has like 20,000 people actively playing in it.
Things can turn quickly, but there has to be something, and none of us know when it's going to come. Yeah, that the video of Sleeping Comics that he put out saying that he sold some of his grails, I think that was like a big kind of like, when you see something like that happening, he's the comic book guy. He's the comic book guy.
People see his name on the floor, right? But at the same time, now he's going to have opportunity. You're going to have opportunity to get into other things that you want. So, what's going on, Sleeping? Show VeVe right here, guys. This is Sleeping Comics website. If you haven't seen it already, well, let me pull us off here. I don't know if you guys could hear us there, but
no, they can't hear. You can't hear like that.
When I took you down, but anyways, this is his website.
Yeah.
Rob's showing it off. He always has like the latest drop. We use him a lot to see what we're going for. If we're going for the drop, we probably use him more than we should, but at the same time, we appreciate his intel. And he's basically taught us everything we know about comics. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he's definitely been the website that we favored the most when it comes to the comic book realm. So big shout out to him.
Yeah. So there's a lot of back and forth in the chat here. Fundamentals not. I agree with you. I'm 100% on board with you. Still a great project, but just because we're talking about negativity, we've already said it 100 times, doesn't mean that we don't think the project's going to do well long term. This project's going to kill any other project in our opinion. I'm not talking about anything else. I'm not buying HRO. I'm not buying anything else. Back House, didn't buy one. All right. We could have done that. Those are opportunities where I could have flipped my money into something else. Didn't do that because I want to use my money here. I just explained it. LOL. Yeah, you're in the UK too. So there's a lot of UK people in VeVe. So that
we know because it shows you YouTube viewers. It shows you what countries they're from, and actually UK second.
Yeah, they're gonna have a nice decon. That's gonna be a fun one. I mean, I think if I can make it, I can't. But oh my goodness. Guys, let's be chill in the comments. UK time is 2 a.m. See? Oh, you're working nights. So you're watching us at work, eh? Does your boss know that you're watching us at work?
Sorry, you gotta put a video out now.
Here we go. Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
Norway. Fritterns
You
from
guys
Norway.
are
Wow.
legends. Legends.
That's a late. Thanks for joining us. Gotta sing you a lullaby.
I lost my place. Where are we?
Yeah, the at 2:52
Superstar,
a.m.
random hero. How's it going?
There's an OG
Terology
superstar.
fam, VeVe Vault moderator, legend in the community. If you guys haven't seen Random Hero around, what have you been watching? Zonkobi collects streams all the time. Guy is a legend in the chat. How's it going?
Huge legend.
Why are you writing? Why fud your own investment?
How I have a comment on that. How could you fudge your own investment if it's not an investment app? It's not an investment app.
Collecting app. Collect what you love.
It's a collecting app.
Here we go. Calm your farm. I learned this saying today. Calm your farm means like chill. I guess this must have been when I was getting heated. Sorry, guys. I get heated. You know, when they call me the fudder, I get heated. Alex G even thinks I'm a fudder. I don't understand.
That's okay. You wear it nicely.
Yeah. You know what? Wait until this thing starts going to the sky. You see me. You see me with my rocket ships in the back.
You gotta put on the
Would you-
pack, eh? You're gonna go all Mandalorian on us?
Would you
All
sell a
Mandalorian.
Rizzo? Would you sell a Rizzo to buy a Golden Partners? Yes.
Yeah, I would too. But that's the Rizzle's sick though. We got it, you know, but still
Not that
Partners-
many additions,
It's
but
not
there's
partners.
it's from the first set, but there's 4 in the first set. Partners is 1. There's not 100 Walt Disney's. There's a
Yeah, I think I do that too. I
it
think
takes
I'd go
away
for the
from
partner.
it. Plus Todd takes all the spotlight from
But
that
we
first set.
like Disney better though. That's something to point out.
The good thing
we would
about
rather
Rizzo-
go Disney.
Rizzo's the set breaker. So if you don't have Rizzo, so if they make sets really, really important, Rizzo's going to matter. But at this point in time, I
How
don't
can
see
you
it
finish
happening.
that set? It's a set that's unfinishable right now.
well, you could
Like-
finish it. It costs you like $7,000 or $8,000, whatever. But
Between you think so?
yeah, Rizzo's like $5,000. Todd's like $3,000. The
Oh,
other
I
ones are
guess
like
so.
$800 together.
So you're right. Actually, now that you mentioned it, I messed up on the Todd price. I thought Todd was a lot more, but you're right.
He
It's
might
come
be
down
I
under-
think he might be 2.5 now. Who knows?
it's come down under 3 now. That's right.
Yeah. KYC will kill the price pumps.
Um,
Are there any price pumps right now?
yeah, I'm not sure. That's what we were saying at the beginning of the video, where it's gonna maybe come to a thing where maybe you get an easier chance at the drops. Why go for a drop if you can't trade it out? You can't KYC. Then it can be, some people are obviously going to get around that probably fairly easily, but it's
Yeah.
going to help reduce a little bit, right?
Yeah, I agree with this one. Drops are still selling out. We're getting some of the biggest brands and characters on VeVe ever. It's not guys. You're gonna make a killing on this stuff eventually. Hopefully, not financial advice,
Yeah.
but when people realize and wake up and figure out what VeVe is, they're gonna honestly be wishing they were here when we were here. So you guys you guys think there's OGs? You're the OGs right now. This is the OGs. We're in before KYC. We're in before MTL, before MCP. In 5 years, you're gonna say I was in before MTL. Like that's gonna be a big point in time, right?
Well, it's all relative, right? People talk about when they come
Yeah.
in and they see someone who's been here for maybe 6 months, maybe a year, they become the OGs. Definitely anyone who was here from with 50,000 users that they said that originally back in 2021 who experienced the pump of January before it happened. You're going to look now in today's term and say that person was the OG. As more and more time goes on, you're going to have more and more OGs.
I think right now, honestly, there's 2 things in the app that maybe are not attainable for 99% of people.
Yeah.
Marvel Comics Secret Rare number 1 and Secret Rare Spider-Man. I don't think there's anything else that's like like you can get into a Walt, half price gems, whatever it is, for like $3.5K. That's nothing crazy.
Right.
And I think the other Secret Rares like Fantastic Four, 1 and 5, I think they're low enough now. But Secret Rare Spider-Man, I think he's still chilling.
Yeah.
Over 15. And Secret Rare Marvel Comic 1 is like, that's the one I want, and it obviously
the
most
50,
expensive one.
at that point it's too expensive. We'll see where it finally ends up as more time comes on if it doesn't have a turnaround.
So the good point is though that you're in early enough to almost buy anything. You can almost buy anything you want.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Things are
could
pretty expensive still.
But
okay,
I'm
that's not saying
saying
you can buy anything.
If you buy off app, like right now, you have that opportunity. Maybe the off app gem market will die after in a couple months, right? So like right now, there's opportunity. People invest way more in stocks.
Yeah, but it's a completely different asset stocks. Think about it like this. Darth Vader was going for 2K and people were getting sucked in hard, to the Darth Vader hype. Imagine when you have to spend even $1,000 on furniture at your house. You think like,
Yeah.
how can I save $100? For whatever reason, when it comes to digital collectibles, it's not the same.
I look at it different.
I think there's a lot of things that are still extremely unaffordable.
Yeah.
And maybe as they come down, there are things that were untouchable. Look at Elsa, right? You want golden moments. There was a time golden moments were completely untouchable.
You froze for a bit, but yeah, now you're back.
Yeah, they were completely untouchable. Now they're available. So that's actually a good thing, right? It's an opportunity now to pick them up and actually stack things that maybe you never had an opportunity to
that's
get.
That's what I'm trying to get at. I mean, if people are treating this as an investment app and they're like, oh, I could put $5,000 into Tesla or I can buy a Rizzo or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't buy a Rizzo for $5,000 a couple months ago. There's opportunity here that you didn't have and might never have again. But at the same time, where's it going to land? We don't know.
We also did do a video. I remember, saying that how like, I don't think VeVe actually has competition right now, if I'm being honest.
No, they don't.
I don't believe the other NFT projects come anywhere near them right now. It'd be very interesting to see when they bring out digital land, because that's one thing that I think people are extremely interested in that doesn't exist yet here. When they bring that in on top of the IP that they have right now and they put it together, I think that would just really, really put them at a whole new level. They already are another level right now.
Yeah.
When you bring in the digital land, when you bring in this ability to decorate your land, build houses, buy bricks, whatever. I mean, VeVeverse is funny. Every time I bring it up, people make jokes in the comments. We'll see you in 2035. But when they have these things, they marry them together, it can definitely be something that dominates. And that IP, there's a lot of talk about the NFT winter, which I don't think we're really in. But when it does come, what's going to last? And I think it's, pretty much common. Everyone agrees that what will last are the biggest IPs, not these random NFT projects that maybe they have something cool. They get a little bit of hype in the short term, but eventually they'll die off. You kind of saw the same with cryptocurrency. There was a lot of altcoins that were there during that first hype. We went through that 2-year crypto winter. I think it was between 2018 to 2020. And then on the bounce back, many of them never came close to the highs that they were once.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. They have the best IP. We've made many videos on it, MD, which, you could check out. They're out there.
Yeah.
So we agree with you 100%.
Waza giving us the shout out. Guys, go subscribe to Wazaverse. Get him a bunch more subscribers. Tell him you're a superstar. Smash some stars in his comments and let him know you came from the Superstar Money channel. And get him that Joker Mythic, guys. I think that's what he's looking for. Agreed. VeVe should just give the option to KYC 2 to 3 accounts at this point. I think they're trying to limit that just because of the bot issues. But I think if you can prove I don't know how you can do it. They got to figure out a system. Maybe you leave it for a little bit. Like you give them a window. Don't do any new drops. Say, here, this is your window. Get it done. And then that's it. One channel. One MTL will get the fudders out. Community will be turned. We're all VeVe fam. We're all VeVe fam, guys.
MTL will get the fudders out. I don't know if it's going to be big. Global MTL will help. If you go on Facebook groups, I'm in these Facebook groups with like just random people. I'm in a Recur one. I'm in one of the things that people always talk about is how global MTL is not around. I think that's going to be a big help to bring in new people, even though you're going to have that short term, maybe people rushing out. You'll also have, so he's saying that maybe the fudders, they can get their money out. You also have new people. I know so many people that want to get into this project that are hesitant to do it because they can't get their money out. And when they have that opportunity, they might jump in. And even the web app will be huge too.
Yeah. Go into Cardano channel on FUD. They will eat you alive. That's why we're on VeVe.
Actually,
they follow us on Twitter when we FUD. I don't know.
Cardano.
Which do you think will have a bigger effect on the market, MCP or KYC?
I think MCP will have a huge impact on the market because right now, pretty much anybody can go for any. First of all, MCP Pro has a lot of stuff connected to it. They talk about renting, they talk about all sorts of things. But when MCP comes and you get exclusive drops, now all of a sudden you can bring mint numbers down and you can make the drop exclusive to only people who have a certain MCP level. So anyone else who's not in that MCP level who really wants that collectible won't be able to even participate in the first place. So imagine the Darth Vader drop. You can only get into it if your MCP level is 6 or higher, whatever, right? All of a sudden, you can't even try for it, and you have no choice but to go to the secondary market. Yeah. That gives more power to people who have MCP.
And that should help pump the prices a little bit because people have to fight over it. It's like an auction. You got to bid, and highest bid gets it, right? So that's kind of how it's going to work. Personally, I think KYC MTL will dip it, but when MCP comes out, yeah, I agree with you here.
I think MCP will be a huge game changer in terms of how the whole market operates and even how VeVe in general operates throughout the app. And they said it. MCP Pro is huge. Just check that out.
Yeah, superstar smart buy. What about people who spent a lot of money into the app, early investors? Also, about a lot of those people who entered in January. Is VeVe ignoring them, or will they be considered them? I think no matter when you entered here, you're gonna be sitting through ups and downs for sure. If you got in January, it's a really rough time anywhere in the world. If you got into stocks in January, you lost money. If you got into pretty much any investment in January, right now you're looking back and maybe a little bit of a slight recovery in the stock market. But
don't defend VeVe on this, because we've had a lot of commenters who've been extremely upset. Yeah. You know, we've made videos. Cash out is coming. Daizo Kid, huge shout out to Daizo Kid, right? They're very upset because they were promised something. You know, they had tweets saying it was coming out. They made decisions. Ultimately, it's them to own. They got to own the decision if they choose to loan money to go buy collectibles thinking MTL is coming in October of 2021, right? Ultimately, they have to own that. However, they're very upset by it because they are stuck now. Maybe they have debt they can't pay off, which again, I can't believe it, but there are people in this situation. There are people who have made so much money that they want to move on with their lives. So I get why Superstar Smart Buy is upset about the MTL issue. At the end of the day, it's going to come when it comes. Yeah. There's nothing anyone can do to accelerate it. There's some rumors saying that it might finally come this year as soon as the end of this month. We will definitely be waiting for that. And we hope that will happen.
Yeah. Your video headers will hurt the market too. Nah. There's so many bigger channels that do positive headers. They should outweigh us. You know, there's people with 10,000 subscribers. All they do is do positivity. So
in the end,
how do we hurt?
In the end, it all comes down to the money that's coming in and out of the app, right? Go on Putt and Cheeks' website, track it. We tracked the Darth Vader drop on how much new money came in on the Darth Vader drop, and we compared that to golden moments. And what you found is in golden moments in November, you had like 8 million, like consecutive days, 8 million, 5 million, 4 million USD coming into the app. You compare that to Star Wars Week, where we had 1.8 at the max.
And we didn't do any FUD in Star Wars Week. And we told people to go for this drop. We said it was probably profitable no matter how many you landed. And not there wasn't even enough people to go one for one each. Everybody got one who wanted one pretty much.
Right. So if you go and you track the data, ultimately the world does not have an appetite for NFT. Yeah. When it finally changes, which it will, the market will turn. And people will find the money to invest in NFTs, including VeVe for sure. Why would they not? We're here because of the Disney IP, right? Yep. I already pulled up the Google Trends. It's pretty low right now. It's at its lowest point. If you want to bring it up, you can bring it up. I think the last day doesn't count. Oh, you got the wrong screen. Yeah, you can't count that last day. That last day is just not enough data.
Yeah, don't look at that.
But look relative to if you go back to January, if you go back to November. Right, the search terms.
Okay, we're pulling it down. We're pulling down. No more FUD. There are way too many flippers in the common comics. I'd rather stack uncommons if possible. Less supply. Yeah, long term, I don't know. I'm curious to see what happens. That's one of the questions I've always had. How will it affect it?
Yeah, for sure. I think there's a lot of flippers right now in VeVe, and we saw that with the Harley drop. Right? Why would you sell the moment you buy it? So you go for a drop, and it's not a blind box. We understand the blind box. It's more like a gambling thing. You're going for the blind box. You get the common, you wanted the secret rare, you sell it off, you lose a couple gems. But this, you could literally click the ultra rare and go for it. So there was no risk of getting anything else. Yeah. When I saw people selling at 75 gems, at that point, you have to assume that those are people who just are selling off right away because they thought it was going to go over listed. Yeah. And they're like, give me my gems back, I'll try another drop.
Yeah. So try and recoup as much as possible. That's what it is. Are there gems clean or bought gems purchased with a stolen credit card? Yeah, if you guys got to be careful if you're doing that stuff for sure. Verify your sources. Don't get scammed or whatever either, but your account could get frozen.
Yeah, I don't think in the terms and reference, though, that you can get frozen unless you yourself did it. So if, right, like if you, as of now, I think VeVe's already located the 90 people that were doing the free gem glitch. Yeah. And I don't think at this point, you can be liable if you were to picked up gems from a friend or from we'll call him a dealer, right?
I don't know too much about it. I'm not going to really get into it either. How many actual users do you believe we have? I personally have 3 extra accounts, guessing roughly 16K actual users going for drops. So the Vader drop, I think we saw 20 accounts get at least one. 20,000 accounts get at least one. So if you take into account that a lot of those are like people have multiple accounts that they smash the button at the same time, what do we have?
Yeah.
12, 15,000 maybe?
It's a great question. I think there might be a way to figure it out. And I think, what's his name? Bravos Assassin looked to see how many wallets went for it, right?
Yeah.
I guess he went to go see how many wallets went for the drop. So I think it could easily have been 25,000. I think it's still very small. It's definitely not.
But how many? I think the question he's asking is how many people own multiple accounts from that?
Oh, probably. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I don't know.
So probably maybe there's like 15,000 people or like 12,000. A lot of them have double accounts. Like I know I went for it on both accounts I have, and I didn't even use that other account for a long time. I had to actually load gems. Rob, you better get ready to stand up right here. Anesthesia Penguins in the house. If you guys don't know already, he met up with Reese at the Decon event and got him to follow us on Twitter. We were stalking him on the Twitter, sending him flowy hair pictures. Couldn't get his attention, but this guy went right up to him and said, "Listen here, Mr. Reese, you have to follow Superstar Money and become a superstar." And we got him paid his bounty. Actually, Reese finally messaged me back today and said, "I can't believe you put a bounty on my head."
Put a bounty on him, and he got paid 15,000 Omi right there.
That's why you got to follow us on Twitter. That bounty was put on Twitter, and Anesthesia Penguins on Twitter. Go follow him. Found him. He's got the pictures we showed in yesterday's video, but superstar legend in the house as well. These guys' videos are honest, constructive feedback. VeVe needs them more than ever. Thank you. Thank you very much, Elvis. Superstar JR in the house. How is it going? This guy's collection is amazing. All low mint stuff. I'm following in his footsteps, fellow Canadian, and trying to model my collection after his. Hopefully in 10 years, I can have half that collection. I think people holding gems for MTL will put a percentage back in once cash out. Not a concern anymore. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I think if they realize that the tone is changing, maybe they don't take them out.
You know what? It's almost like you have to see it to believe it. Like, okay, MTL's here. You go through you see the money in your bank account. You're like, oh, okay, I can actually get it out.
Yeah.
You know, a month goes by, you're like, I can put some back in because I know, you know, it might be one of those things that once you see it, you're like, okay.
But the thing is, it's easy to get the money in and hard to take the money out. So I could see people pulling the money because they know I can just put it back in if I have to.
Yeah.
Get credit card points. Look at Cavell, nothing but negative thumbnails. Nah, he has positive stuff in there. He's the one saying Omi's going to 10 bucks. That's positive. No, everybody is just trying to talk about topics. That's why people put the thumbnails out. They want to get everybody talking about something. And sometimes putting out a really drastic title is one way to get the community talking, which is what this is all about, right? Just like you hate on VeVe, sometimes I hate on your titles, but deep down I still love you. And you don't need to apologize, Superstar MD. We go back and forth all the time.
We see you in the comments all the time. So
yeah.
Absolutely. We already know. I've seen this from you already. And you're welcome to do it anytime. We appreciate your support.
Yeah, we love it on the live too, you know, because it makes for good viewing. So I definitely happy to have you here. I also hope you remember all the good comments on your videos I've written in the past.
Oh yeah, for sure. We get a lot of comments though. We get a lot of comments.
Yeah, you definitely help to contribute to the community aspect, which is something that we really appreciate. You guys are more in the middle than anyone in the space. Not Moon Boys, not Fud Boys. Keep going and brush the haters off. No, I don't think many hate. Like honestly, I think
Tony. By the way, he's our boy. He's our boy right here.
Definitely, I think we've only had maybe one real hater. They're just like hated on us, no matter what we did. Like
post something. Yeah. Darnell.
Yeah, we post one thing, hated on us, flipped it, posted something else. Like we do that a lot. If you guys check out the channel, we'll go FUD, FOMO, kind of to play both sides, give you guys a little bit of each perspective. And he wasn't having any of it. He thinks that we're gem dealers and all this. So I don't know. Some people you can't please, but Superstar Darnell, you're welcome anytime, just like everybody else here. We're not blocking nobody here. I was able to get around all. Yeah, see, he has a lot of good intel, and he's been around a long time, Cavell. So you can't hate on that. If they can't deliver the promises, for sure they'll drop Pokemon. I don't know about that.
Bring Pokemon. When
Pokemon.
That'll be sick. Talk about a gem squeeze.
That'll bring money.
That'll be gems fees.
They won't drop Pokemon before MTL and MCP. No way. Bring that many users into the current FUD. Yeah.
We thought that from a long time ago. We think that they'll probably bring that's like a haymaker event. I remember like people talk about timing your entries all the time.
Yeah.
And that's with anything. That's not just investing. That's like, let's say you're running a business. You don't want to go all out at the wrong time. Pokemon's another level. Fix the app, get the app working, get the web platform, get KYC, all that stuff, and then knock people's socks off when they come. It's all set up. The app can take it.
And I think the people in now, and I talked to Rob about this actually off camera. I think you're going to have a little bit of a lag. I think the people who come in new for Pokemon, they're going to wait for the drop. They're not going to realize, like, there's going to be all this money coming in. Okay, I want to buy Pokemons. I want to buy it. They're not going to realize what they're in. They don't know much about the app, especially if they're just joining. Think about when you joined. The first day, did you buy everything? You didn't know. You tried to figure it out. You watched a bunch of YouTube videos, learned about it, but you didn't go around buying it. So once you hear these announcements, that might be your opportunity to have a little bit of time. Sure, the people who are in already are going to go and start buying things up, but there's still going to be time to buy before these other people realize what's happening. Yeah. So, especially if it's a really large amount of people coming through. Real honest content. Press the hard issue. Rest. Thank you, Crypto Cookie. I appreciate the content or the help with today's video idea. What do you think we need to get past January? More people, more money.
Yeah, and honestly, a global NFT rise. Like if you look at VeVe when it was pumping, NFTs were also pumping. I think it's small enough right now, and it's early enough that NFTs in general need to pump, so that people will search and find VeVe. And of course, Pokemon, something like that will do it for sure too.
I think this is your buddy here.
Hey, we got a fellow Toronto Maple Leaf fan here.
Double C. VeVe should stop allowing to sell below list price until the collectible sells out. The Moon Cabbage artist must feel embarrassed. Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea, actually.
You can't do that though, right?
But yeah, it's true. If you own it.
It's a free market in a sense. It's not truly free, but like in a way it is. Like if someone wants to sell their collectible for underlisted, it's on them. They own it now. You can't stop. Yeah. That's like telling someone you can't sell your house for the price you want to sell it for. That
kills their narrative of owning it, because they're already getting a lot of flack from people that you don't own this stuff because they can change it and all that. If they did that, it would be like a big backlash.
I'm hoping next year.
I like the idea though.
I'm hoping next year the Leafs, they can finally get over that hump of the first round. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
What did I miss? A lot. You got to rewind.
Nail.
You got to rewind. Superstar Nail, but
huge supporter here.
Ha 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 ha. Thoughts on Vader? I got 3.
You got 3, eh?
I got 3. I got one.
I wasn't as lucky.
I made a big. That was a big profit maker for me. I picked up one at 1,500, 300 mint, and sold it for 2,800 in 5 seconds. I made 1,300 minus fees right away. It was ridiculous. I should have actually sold them all that day and then come back in, but I have them still, and I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Well, you had a lot of gems on the side to be able to make that move. That's one of the good things about having gems on the side, right?
That was the opportunity. Think about it. If I had the gems on the side, I flipped into more gems. You don't have that, and you're just heavy in collectibles that just keep pulling down. You need that stuff.
Now, I do want a secret rare Vader or an ultra rare Vader. I don't have it yet.
I'll give you one. I'll give you one for your wedding.
My wedding gift, eh?
When are you planning the Toronto VeVe meetup?
I don't know. It's a good question. We should probably do one eventually, but I don't know.
We need to get a manager to set it all up with all the time that we have.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we should have asked him. He was here sleeping. What's the tier for tomorrow's con?
We got them pretty late, but it'd be good to know.
We're so far behind in the thing. I got a nice sub 100 moon cabbage. I love that they call it the moon cabbage. I think it's supposed to be a moon flower.
I've actually never heard of the moon cabbage before. This is the first time I've heard of it.
You want me to show you it?
It
actually looks exactly like a cabbage.
Okay, show me the. Oh yeah. I thought it almost looked like a Pokemon.
No, it's a cabbage.
It's a cabbage. It looks like a fish.
It's a flower. No? It's supposed to be a flower.
It's a fish.
Like I can't even find it. I don't even know what the moon flower.
Yeah, it's a cabbage. It's a moon cabbage. I gotcha.
There it is. Yeah, this is 100% cabbage. If you see anything other than a cabbage here, I'm worried about you.
Oh man!
I don't know why they had to make it all green. But
I thought when I first saw it, I thought it was Pokemon. I thought when Pokemon came here.
Yeah, okay.
I thought it was here.
Cabbage Mon. I like to think you will get an avatar for each collectible. Seeing it. Oh, that would be sick.
Okay, that would be cool, but that was exactly the other commenter's point. He doesn't think IP will allow them to be an avatar, and that probably avatars. I wouldn't be surprised if they buy avatars. It'll be another drop.
I don't know. Maybe one day they just release avatars for each collectible. Who knows? Thoughts? How long it takes for the VeVe market to recover if there is a major crash? A recession is likely to come soon.
So, okay, yeah, there's a lot to talk about the recession, that's for sure. But in terms of how long, first of all, no one has a crystal ball. No one knows where rates are going, and no one knows when markets are going to recover. But with that being said, you could look at past history.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, obviously it's not financial advice. This is how I think. But in my opinion, if you look back in history, the stock market has generally taken, even in the 30s, in the worst time periods, usually after a couple years, that's like a sweet spot of a time that it'll recover, or maybe it might be a few years. So if you look at cryptocurrency, which is a newer market, it went through a crypto winter that lasted 2 years, like 2018 to 2020.
Yeah.
Sometimes I talk to Joe about when do we think that next pump can come. It will need some kind of catalyst event most likely, but if you look at just recently with Bitcoin, it's not crazy to think it could take 2 years. And it's not crazy to think that it can pump and crash more.
The best part is that with Bitcoin, you just have this wallet and you can't do nothing with it. Here, you can take pictures with your collectibles. You can do this stuff. You can read your comics. There's things you can do while you wait.
Yeah,
while you wait, there's stuff to do. So that's the great thing about VeVe, that maybe helps you get through those sleepless nights. Open up a comic and read it. Not a bot laughing ahead of us, even telling that great joke. Gotta go to bed, boys. Thanks for another great stream. I think it was like
thanks
3
for coming. It's like 4 a.m. probably at that point.
Norway. I gotta give him the props here. Super chat. Thank you so much. When you eat breakfast and you see this, thank you very much. Unnecessary, not needed. We just love to talk to you guys. That's all we're here for. You guys don't have to pay us nothing. Don't worry about that. But thank you very much. Very much appreciated. I have no boss. He quit last week. I've actually been working from home the past 2 years and have just recently returned to the office. It's horrible. Yeah. But I work on computers, so I can watch like that. Nice, that's how he's watching us.
Nice.
The boss isn't there because it's night shift. I got you. I know how it is. 9:21 up late. That's late.
Nice. Superstar Jake's been all over the comments recently. Again, appreciate the support.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, I lost my place. Here we go. The
Bob
super
Sales.
chat got me. I wouldn't buy anything over 200 right now. Too risky for me. Yeah, everybody's got their own targets and how much they're willing to lose or risk to gain. If that's your number, that's your number. And I want to know, are you going to the decon? Or are you still awake? Oh, yeah, you're working. Yeah, let me know. Much love. Thank you for a turn again. Thank you once again. Why don't you guys do a video from the metaverse one time? Oh, sure.
Honestly, though, this is just easier this way.
Yeah, in the metaverse, we're going to be able to like chill. We don't even have to do a video. Just hang out with you guys. MTL will reset the market overnight. Yesterday's price, not today's price.
It's true.
It'll be a different day.
Change the dynamics.
Oh my gosh, another legend in the chat, My Collectibles. You guys all follow him already, but huge YouTube channel. Rob, pull that up for these guys. Thanks for talking about MCP. People aren't talking enough about the program. Stack them up. He has been stacking as well. I think he's on to the Sergeant or the Nick Fury comic that he's been stacking, and actually posted on his Twitter today. I said he posted a screenshot and it was like all 5 digits that he had. I'm like, not enough floor digits. And I put the L in there because he didn't have 4 digits in there, but I'm sure that that's what he's going for now. This guy is a smart guy. You got to go check out his commentary if you aren't already. I'm sure you all are. Huge channel and posts like very, very often, almost every single day, I think. Definitely a must follow in the community, and looking forward. He's been on the channel before. We've done a comic draft with him, Secret Rare comic draft on our channel. That was so much fun. Super positive dude. And definitely happy to see you in the chat here.
Hold on a second. Speaking of MTP, okay.
Yeah.
I just want to let everyone know, if you go to VeVe set list, and actually My Collectibles, we've done a lot. We've done a lot of MCP videos. If you go to the Learn tab on VeVe set list, you can see one here, which is how to become a whale with VeVe MCP. The MCP program is not just for whales. We did it live once where I can't remember who it was. They told us to stay in our lane because MCP is for whales only, but that's actually not true. Because if you look at the wallets and how many wallets have more than like 2 collectibles, look at how many have more than 50. We basically figured out that with 1,000 gems, if you really wanted to, you could be in like the top 5%. So it's not just a whale game. If you want to participate in MCP, slowly pick up. You could focus on rare comics, whatever you got to do. And we did a whole bunch of them here.
That's a great website. Good shout out, Rob. That's Bravos Assassin on Twitter. If you guys aren't following him, he also has a great Twitter because he posts tables of how many people went for drops. That's how we know how many people went for the Vader drop. Thanks to Bravos Assassin. So great website and great learn tab for sure. I never bought anything for VeVe. I just want access to my money.
Okay.
Shout out.
Shout out.
Okay. Top commenter in the comments.
He's a top commenter.
Every video. Appreciate the intel all the time and love going back and forth with him. He always provides us insight and gives us ideas what to talk about.
Hey, that is a kid, like we said. He's. We know you're upset about MTL, and I wasn't referring to you as loaning money. I was referring to other commenters that we had. Yeah. But obviously, you don't have to loan money to want to get your money out. We got you. We got you.
Yeah. When Pokemon comes to VeVe, which ones are you headhunting? All of them.
For now, I'll say all of them, but we'll see when we'll see how the wallet can handle it.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be hard. I got to figure out a plan before that happens. Superstar Mo Fresh. All the legends are in the chat today.
He had some great luck, Mo Fresh. He had some great superstar gate, as we'll call it.
The superstar gate by commenting on a video and getting 3 ultra rare Darth Vaders. Is that what it was?
Yeah. He got. I can't remember. He had a whole bunch of good luck.
Oh my gosh. I'm not upset about MTL at all. I don't even want it. I'd rather have Omi to crypto 10 NFTs. Just a lot of people entered in January. Many paid 40,000 for a partner, 14,000 for a Todd, and 20K for a Rizzo.
I won't say many.
They are big investors. Is VeVe focusing on doing something about the secondary market, or are they having time with sales primary store that they don't care about the secondary market? Hardly must be a shock for them and many more similar. So I'm going to chime in quickly here. I don't think that they necessarily focus their attention on how the secondary market is performing. I do think that the Harley Quinn drop, I think they kind of knew going into it too that maybe it wouldn't sell out, and I don't think they really care. I think they want to have some stuff in that store at some point, but I do think that people who got in January definitely are feeling sour. They lost a lot of money, and I think VeVe wants everybody to be happy at some point, but I don't think that it's up to them to decide those prices. I think the community will decide it, and if people were willing to spend that money at that time, they got to do that. You have to kind of do your research to see what is the sentiment in the market. Like Rob and I weren't spending that crazy money at that time to buy into these big items, even though they were there. It's at that time you still couldn't cash out. You knew that. You still couldn't do a lot of things. You knew that, right? So if you're going to be investing that type of money, you definitely got to do your research before you do it. And I don't think necessarily it is all VeVe's fault if the market came down from those highs.
Yeah, I'll chime in there. So I do think that they don't care. They're focused on fixing the app, getting all the functionality into the app that they need, and then progressing the app into the future to be compatible with the future technology. I think that they're not that interested at all in what the current prices are. They probably like to look it up. It's for fun. They're still selling out. They're getting the revenue, and their focus is the app and making and progressing the app rather than
when it's ready,
people losing money in the secondary market.
When the app is ready, it's in their best interest for prices to go up because they make a % on every sale in the secondary market. So they would love to see the prices up, but I just don't think it's their priority right now.
Yeah.
MTL will bring in new money and take out some of the old fudder. That's what I meant about Cavell. He always puts bad title and then watch the video and it's not negative. Yeah. You know what? I don't blame him. But sometimes people skip seeing the negative title. But if you watch the video, it's normally the opposite. Yeah, it's just something to get the conversation started. What do you guys think about Immutable VeVe Pokemon card collab that got leaked? I heard that might have been busted though. I don't know if it's true. It
sounds like hype, but I would like to hear it directly from.
You got to do some research. Yeah, that would be the best source, but that would destroy the app.
Because that would be great. That'd be great.
I've been blocked from a couple of channels that I don't understand why all my comments are super.
we will not block you. Actually, we've never blocked anyone.
We don't block anybody. You guys can say whatever you want. We might not read it on the stream because of whatever, but we appreciate for the most part, we appreciate everything everybody has to say. If VeVe get more than one language, that alone helps tons. I don't use apps I can't read. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that'll help for sure.
That would help.
In the East over there. Kryptoni, you. They should, but they won't. Oh, is that about the secondary market? Are you guys buying anything right now or holding? If so, what are you shopping for? I get the urge every once in a while to buy something, and I talk to Kobe. I'm like, hey, Kobe, how's the gems right now? But I haven't bought anything since Vader. I do look every once in a while for some low mints. If I see something that I really want and it's like a decent price, like I can live with it kind of thing. Like if I buy it for like 200 and it goes down to 100, or even if it goes down to 50, but I like it and I know it's low mint and long-term, whatever, I might pick it up, but I'm not in a hurry right now. How about you, Rob?
Yeah, I'm just straight up holding. I'm currently not buying anything, but I am watching the market daily. And if eventually I feel like things are feeling like it's the right time, I will enter.
I sold my Venice and got 300 gems. I bought 3 boxes on Vader. All 3 were UR. Oh my God. That's the superstar gate.
That's it right there.
That's the superstar gate. What are your guys' thought on Jim Lee Batman? That's my favorite Batman. That's my favorite Batman. It's a common, but it's my favorite Batman. It looks so sick. It's so sick. One. That's the recent one. Then the grandpa drop, the common. I sold it though. but it's my favorite Batman. I'm trying to get back into one. Like that's another thing. I'll look up like Jim Lee Batman, see if there's a good mint. But like I'm not in a rush. I told you guys. That's my favorite one though. I called it cabbage in my last video. I'm glad other people see it. I got to catch up on Bob Sales videos. I haven't even been watching too much YouTube, to be honest with you. I've hopped on a few lives here and there, but just like watch and listen in the background, but haven't had time to like stare at the screen. So definitely want to get back in. Love your accent, by the way. MTL, and I don't think Rob thinks, but I think that they're going to do it.
There's a chance. I mean, there's a chance. It's already here for some users, right? It's just when will it be widespread? The fact that it's already here for some users is hope that it can be here. Yeah. And it's been like that for a while, the beta testing, but whatever. I mean, let's hope they can do it.
You know what? 70 gems for a cabbage. It's almost like that right now in the grocery store. You go check out prices of stuff there. $70 for a cabbage.
Welcome to Toronto. Welcome to
Toronto grocery prices. Honestly, I did that today. So, it's crazy. On the UR Harley, I thought I was lucky, but then I saw I wasn't so lucky. I think we just got to see it as we're not lucky on drops anymore. It's all those misses. You got to pay attention to the market too. I mean, I'm sure you do. I know Jeff Smith, longtime superstar here. Former winner of a contest that we ran here too. Love the inverted photo. Always wondering what color your beard is for real. Is it black? Is it red?
You got some gray. You got some gray going on.
But I think you gotta pay attention to market sentiment. We talk about it usually before the drop too. What we thinking. Sometimes we change our mind. Post on Twitter, so follow us on Twitter. But
you gotta really pick your drops. You gotta pick your drops.
You gotta pick your drop right now, especially thoughts on tomorrow's drop. I love it. I love that comic. I'm gonna go for it. I don't know anything about it, but I think Thanos is big.
Yeah, he's big. We'll wait for VeVe Rank's website if it's an A-rate comic, it's a must go for.
Kryptoni, man.
Kryptoni, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
It. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Very kind of you. Love seeing you in the comments. We've had a lot of Twitter talk as well. We've discussed having a little bit more positive videos and whatnot as well. I think you've appreciated where we're coming from now. At this point, we've talked to you so much, and definitely not necessary. Honestly, we just love talking to you. Thank you, Superstar Money, for the constant. It's been a grind.
Hey, Superstar, no, you should add us on Twitter if you can. Find us on Twitter. Let us know what your name is.
Yeah, what's your Twitter name? We were trying to find you the other day so we can like tag you on some videos. Sometimes we'll tag you like when we post the video too. Like guys, it's fun. We just like talking to you guys. So that's what keeps us posting. If you guys weren't here, we wouldn't be posting. Missed the bots. They helped the market and jacked up the prices. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? It just inflates, right?
Yeah, it's better. It's better without them. At least now we can pick them up. They may not be inflated, but in
you learn the real price. You learn the real price. I'm going to Decon. I tried to find tickets a couple days ago, but it keeps telling me they ain't for sale yet. Oh man, you got to get the bell notification on.
You're early.
See, I told you it's a big deal, guys. Make sure you're following. Make sure you're following Superstar My Collectibles. What's going on, Superstar C Reels? Pokemon comes, everything else goes to zero.
Maybe.
Or new money comes in and eventually sees everything else and everything goes crazy. Who knows?
Yeah, that's a good question. That we should do a video on that. Are you
maybe initially it goes to zero?
Or are you finding new money for Pokemon? That's a good question.
Yeah. Went to the Decon event this weekend and Alex informed us who attended will be an airdrop for the letters of VeVe. Stop making me jealous. Stop making me so jealous. I'm already jealous enough, and now I have to go and pay secondary prices for a VeVe sign. If Pokemon comes, will VeVe be open to the rest of the world? Maybe they're waiting for that. That's true.
Because there's some. Yeah.
Maybe they're waiting for like the language thing too before they drop Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's hard to tell the context sometimes. I took that more as like there's some countries out there that would never allow it.
Yeah,
like in the first place, right? But
the whole cash out thing for sure is an issue some places. GameStop IMX Loop Ring collab brings so much light to VeVe. I'm holding all collectibles. I got to check that. We got to look that up, Rob. Write that down.
GameStop IMX.
Will Ultraman's Moon.
We did a video a long time ago on Ultraman, and it was actually a polarizing collectible. I couldn't believe how many people were like, yeah, like China, like this Ultraman's going to moon, and then other people were, I've just not, it's not a collectible that I know. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't know it.
Yeah.
But I understand why people are doing it because of like the Asian exposure. I don't know. It's not for me.
How do we know VeVe didn't yank their own market and blame it on bots? Also, a fake gem infiltration so that when MTL is live, the payout is low from the devalued collectibles. I don't see it that way, my opinion at least, because for them, people buying secondary at higher prices is better for them. So like pulling the bots that they would have made would have, like, why not just keep them and keep scooping up more money off each buy and sell?
Like I see his point though. Like you know, it's not a publicly traded company. We're not able to
there's no regulation.
We have no ability to see their finances. We have no ability to know if they're able to pay out everyone. What is it crazy to think that there's a you know, they do benefit if you think about it from lower collectible prices. You're not able to sell them. You're gonna have less gems overall in the end.
Yeah.
And then when you try to cash out, it's easier for them to cash out. Get where you're coming from with that. Now, I don't think the gem scandal though, I really don't think that they were behind it. Like, I think that if there was a gem scandal of any kind and people were cheating the system, it's also not crazy to think anything that's man-made could be hacked, right?
Yeah.
It's not crazy to think that somebody could find an exploit on like an early app. But anyways, it's good points either way.
So we're gonna go a little bit quicker here, guys. We're trying to get out of here, but I'm gonna try and get them all your comments. Some of these influencers, soft as cotton. I like y'all. Thank you. Superstar 3 season 3 OG. Are you from season 3? Is that when you joined? Yeah, I found the hat. I was double hatting for a bit before. I kind of like how this looks, but Rob told me he didn't like it. Opinion on Marshmallow Man and Slimer, Ghostbusters season 1.
I like those guys. I like those guys. I don't know.
I like them. They've been high. Cool. I bought Slimer too high, and then I sold them around what I bought him for. That was like a long time ago. I like that he's interactive with the trap. Haven't been in the VeVe street since Black Panther. Has MTL come yet, or still soon? He's waiting. He's chilling. Nope, not yet. People need to stop flooding gray market gems because outside gems will still exist even when MTL, as many countries have taxes. It's true.
You're right.
They will exist. They'll definitely go up to a higher rate like you have there.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
VeVe could pull a HRO or whatever and make it harder to obtain them and like start banning people. It could happen if they could figure it out. But
as of now, they've endorsed it.
Yeah. I always look forward to the daily videos. Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you, Superstar
YouTube all the time. All the time.
Will you all continue to go for drops or take it easy after? Well, we've been taking it easy. We didn't go for. Oh, Rob went for it.
You got to remember, I was doing video after video where I was like, yeah, I'm not going for that. Like, long time I haven't been going for it. I only went for the Harley Quinn, though. I'm the guy that never goes for drops.
And he called me. He called me to make sure it sold out before he hit buy. So
that was the only one I went for. And in the end, it doesn't matter. I'm not selling it under discount. I'm just going to hold it to the end.
Low edition, nothing crazy. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Love both your accents.
Yeah, because I have a buddy of mine who's Scottish. Yeah. If you ask him, if I say how I like your accent, the first thing he says back to me is I like your accent. So it's all relative, right?
Superstar Kryptoni's got some fanboys. No, but definitely bringing up some good points on today's stream. Appreciate all you guys. I can't wait for this Thursday AMC Jurassic Park. I'm getting my NFTs. I got one coming. I got Superstar helping me out with that. So hopefully they're cool and not posters. Shout out to the Superstar OG. Thank you, Superstar Falonini. Nice to see you. We always usually see him in the live or she. Not sure if it's a guy or a girl. Thanks for the vid. No problem. Thank you for your comments today. Thanks for the time, always. Let's go. Smurfland. How many Tobies you guys stacking? Good vibes like always. I got a couple. I got a couple on accident. All right, guys. That is it. Again, appreciate you guys all for showing up for the live. We will see you in the next one. If you haven't, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you in the next one. Take care.
Bye.